Good morning, everybody. I wanted to take a minute and show you the curriculum that we use for autumn's road schooling. When we were in the discussion phase of full-time RVing, we knew schooling was going to be a big part of it. We had some factors we had to consider. I knew that we would not always have reliable internet, so I did not want to use an online program. I wanted a flexible program, something that if we were on the Oregon Trail, we could study the Oregon Trail, not be studying European cultures. So I wanted to be able to have it be pertainable to what we were doing at the time of our travels. We were praying about it and praying about it. I love the Charlotte Mason curriculum, but I knew that probably would not appeal to Jacob. That was an out. A lot of the programs were great, but parts of them were great and parts of them would not work for us. And so I was really at a loss, and I told James, I'm like, I just feel like I want to put together my own curriculum and we'll go off of that. And then one night I had an ad show up on my Facebook page for this Lamp and Light homeschool curriculum that was not even published yet. She was in the very beginning stages of writing it. Just listening to her heart and what she had hoped for in the curriculum was so in line with what I was hoping for. So she released the first 4 weeks for free. And I can remember that night after finding it on Facebook, crawling into bed and telling James, I think I found it. And I was so excited I started to cry. So it really was an answer to prayer. Our Bible verse at the time, when we were getting started, was Philippians 4:8. Whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is kind, whatever is admirable, praiseworthy, think on those things. This curriculum checked all those boxes. It truly is beautiful, and it's a curriculum that is Bible-based, so it puts God at the center of it, and we loved that. But then it's also a minimalist homeschool, so that right away grabbed my attention because, RVing, we're minimalists, it's what we're doing, so it just worked that our curriculum would also go with that. This is year 2, and year 1 was spiral bound. She had a terrible time with shipping, and the costs were high. So year 2 we went to this style book, and you open it up and it's divided up by weeks. The beginning of the book has goal setting plans in it. There's a calendar here, table of contents, and then you open it up into week 1. And let me show you how she has the weeks divided up. So at the beginning of each week, she has your material listed that you're going to need, personal items, and then places to write in it. I do not write in my curriculum books because I'm hoping to be able to pass them down when I'm done. And then you open it up and here's all your subjects: Bible, history, science, language, arts, and then on this side, family and music. And then there's a section for mom reads, and there's an online Facebook group where, as we're in our reading, we can get on. You do not buy your curriculum by grade with this. It's a family curriculum. So they have everything that you could need for your entire family from pre-K all the way up to 12th grade. It gives you your Bible study for the day, your history lessons for the day. Then it goes and breaks it up further. So your science grades first through high school. And it gives it there, and it gives you some options of the assignments you want to do. So everybody's studying the same topics, the same subjects, but then the assignments that are divided up by grade are more age appropriate. Alright, so for year 2, what also came with it was this herbal notebook. So part of our science was studying herbs. Studied the uses of the herbs, the Latin names, the parts of them, and then any other notes. Here's a recipe for fennel candy here, some garlic juice. And so that was part of her science this year. This is our planner, so I write down all of her assignments for the week, and then she goes through and it's all right here. She's pretty independent learning. I don't have to do a whole lot of sitting down with her. So she just goes through, and as she's done, she checks it off. I kind of let her work at her own pace also. So if one day she doesn't get all of her assignments done, she knows that Friday I keep pretty loose. And so she always has her Fridays to go back and get caught up. Our travel days, she does not have any book work. I don't schedule book work for her. I figured our traveling is enough and still count it as a school day. And then this is a guidebook. So it kind of helps the moms go through and figure out how to set up your morning routine. Gives you ideas what to put in her Joy and Wisdom book and her Spiral notebook. The curriculum also contains a lot of information for dyslexic students, and even in the weekly guide there are assignments for children that struggle with dyslexia. So she goes through and helps with that. She has a child that is severely dyslexic, so that's included in here also. So this whole set here is $160. You can order it online. I'll put a link below in the description. She does not include a math curriculum in here. That's something that you will have to try to find for yourself. So the first year we did teaching textbooks, and she did well with that, but there was one instructor that she just really struggled with, and it frustrated her, and it kind of hung her up on it, and she was not interested in doing teaching textbooks year 2. So we had to find something else. So we went ahead and went with Life of Fred. So let me show you. This is how she keeps her school books and her utensils, and she has her washi tape here, which she uses to outline her art journal notebooks mostly. That's what she uses those for. Her pencils, her pencil sharpener, index cards. And then this comes off of here. And this is her science book that she uses, Indescribable, along with the herb notebook. Like I said, the curriculum goes from pre-K to 12th grade. So this may look juvenile or, kind of for a younger based crowd, but the assignments that take her deeper into it that's in the curriculum are fantastic. For history this year, we're using Trial and Triumph. It's the Protestant Reformation. It just goes through and it has people who made an impact in the Reformation, and they're just mini autobiographies. So autobiography or biography? They're just mini biographies of people who made an impact. She loves this. She enjoys her history a lot. This is her Joy and Wisdom book. This is where she records Bible verses of the week. If she is reading a book, we do character studies for people in her book. She writes that down in here. If we do our poetry tea time and she loves a particular poem that we read, we go ahead and put all that in here. So this book, you kind of have the mindset, this is I'm gonna keep forever book. So she's really done a beautiful job with it and keeping it pretty and keeping it meaningful. I love Joy and Wisdom book. She has some stickers. This is her math notebook, just her scratch paper for math. And then Life of Fred. She loves Life of Fred. It's witty, it's sarcastic, it speaks her language. So she's really enjoyed it. We're getting ready to go move on. She's about to finish this one up, and then she'll do the pre-algebra with biology. And then this here is her line notebook. This goes with her language arts. We do use this for dictation. She uses it for notebooking, free writing, copy work. All of that goes in here. And then this is the book that she's reading for her free time, her free reading right now. I highly recommend this series. A friend of mine is letting us borrow this series, and Autumn is enjoying them a lot. So it's the Dear America book, and it's set up as a diary form. So this one here, Mirror Lake Internment Camp. So it's the story of a boy who's in an internment camp, and she giggles through this one quite a bit because I guess he has quite a sense of humor, but she's enjoying that a lot. Alright, so the other huge part of this curriculum, and it's probably one of our favorite parts, is the nature journaling. We use this book here this year, The Drawn to Nature, Claire Walker Leslie, and it just goes through and shows you how simple and fantastic nature journaling can be. You just go out and make little observations and write it all down, and it's amazing. We love the nature journaling, and this book is beautiful. This book here is one that we use also. I got to go with it. We don't use it with the curriculum, but it's just an extra resource that I got for her, Julia Rothman's Nature Anatomy book, and it's just another one that shows ideas for her to use in her nature journaling. So to go along with that, she also has her backpack. She has this nature journal bag that she uses, her backpack, and it has everything in it that she needs to go out on her nature walks and do her journaling. Her paints that she uses, this is pretty cool. It has all her colors, nice and compact for her. There'll be links to all the books and all of her nature journal pack, her bag that we use. We'll put those links below. These are her paintbrushes that she uses. These paintbrushes are really awesome. You fill them up with water, and then you don't need an additional water source for them. So those are her paintbrushes. This here is her nature journal. We wanted to keep it compact so it was easy for her to carry. I actually let her pick this out the other day when we were hiking through Palm Canyon. She was able to pull it out and sit down on a ledge and start sketching. So here she sketched a little crevice that we found that had bighorn sheep poop in it, and she talked about where she was at, what the weather was like. She asked her some questions. Do they travel in big groups? You know, where are they? We were really hoping we'd see one. We did not see one. So this, I can't wait to watch this fill up. This is going to be a great tool. These are her bags that she keeps additional pencils in. She has watercolor pencils that she uses, and then these micron pens are fantastic because the watercolors do not smear them. So she's able to watercolor over top of them or color over top of her watercolors. And then this one here just has more like a regular pencil and a pen and an additional paintbrush. What else does she have? Let's see. Snacks. She has baggies and paper towels. The baggies are in case she wants to collect something to bring home and investigate a little further. She's got those to put sticks or branches or flowers or berries in, and she can come back and spend a little more time sketching on those. This is her pamphlet that she got for the Kofa Wildlife Refuge. So she's able to use this for more research and information if she wants it. She also has more washi tape and a tape measure. And the tape measure is so she can measure branches or leaves or trees. Just get a little bit more scientific with her studies there. So we try to nature walk once a week. We're excited this week because we get to go to Joshua Tree. So I'm anxious to see what she finds there to draw and color. And we go ahead and keep her Drawing to Nature book. She keeps it in her bag. We also she ends up having to pull it out sometimes for schoolwork, but mostly it stays in her backpack. For music this year, she's doing ukulele. She's completely self-taught. She finds lessons online, and we'll put some of those links below also. And so that's been fun watching her learn all that. So the lamp and light curriculum has worked perfect for us. It gives us the flexibility and the minimalist that we were looking for without having to rely on the internet. When we travel, we're able to travel and not miss anything in our bookwork. We're able to pick it right up when we get somewhere for a week or two. We're able to just rearrange it around what we need, and I love that about it. She is a big proponent of, if it's not working, don't do it, change it, drop it, whatever. Just this is a loose guide for you to use. It's been fantastic.